When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. Fielded in the end zone. It's James. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the move. Oh, he's got some space. Pass the tech, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Quarterback on the keeper. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. But the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Thompson. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
Motion from the wideout. Gonna look downfield again. Caught in the backfield, it's Evans. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run the option. Finds a little space. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Goes to the option. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The running back has it. Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Ara Parseghian, Knute Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. On the move, it's Price.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll toss it to the left. Makes a man miss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it between the tackles to the outside. Get these big fellas running east-west.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. Change, it's at the 21.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield. It's Fleming. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Now on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll try to pop the draw. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Irish!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. First play of the period, first down here. To the air, it's Coleman Hope. Quick strike complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He'll do it himself, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
On that play, I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Sampson. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
The Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. On the option. He'll toss it. Turning it on! Oh, what a move! Touchdown, Bulldogs! Great job by the back on the option.
This option play puts so much stress on a defense because if the pitch guy ends up getting the football, there's usually only one defender left to make the tackle. If that guy doesn't get him down, he's gone. And that's what you just saw on that play.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
And we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Alabama has the lead right now, but this Tide crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by 7 over Tennessee. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And the Notre Dame offense will take over first and 10.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Dropping back, it's Carr. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They try to pop a run on the draw. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Got a man, it's Johnson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They'll give it to Johnson. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They go to the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Caught, close to the marker, it's Williams. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He's got him this time. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. The give to the tailback. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is...
There he goes. Headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first one.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And he's in for his third rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Reese. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. On the move. They'll pick up 4. 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To the air. It's Croman Hope. Finds his man. It's Sampson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
They'll go with the 5 wide outset on 2nd and 7. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed in backfield. It's Robinson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Looking to move the chains, Mississippi State lines up on 4th down. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Newton. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Irish generating heat from the linebacker position. A Mike Stonebreaker, Manti Te'o type play.
And when you can get linebackers that can get after the quarterback, that can be a force on first, second, and third down, get in the quarterback's face, make his life heck, really nice job by the linebacker there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback, and they're able to come away with a pick.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Looking for space, it's Price. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. He got it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try the right side. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Bob.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Evans. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Fighting off the defender. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
To the air, it's Newton. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires and picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the single back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, no, man, I got my matchup one-on-one. I know where I'm going, and not just that. I'm not just going to get the first. I'm going to set you up now on the goal line. Let's roll.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Back to throw, it's Carr. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Army is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up off the canvas before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UTSA. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Running into the open space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make 2nd and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
Creates a little room. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a first down.
Well, that was pretty easy for the quarterback, right? You just need a few yards to pick up that first, so you find the tight end, put it on his body, let him go do the work, and you keep the drive alive.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Motion from the back. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Powers through the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Dropping back, it's Newton. Throwing right. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, what a move to get room. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
On the play.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
On the run, it's Price. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Unloads quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Reads it, fires complete. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Number 17.
That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated.
Oh, he's got some space. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Caught over the middle. It's Reese. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. The option look. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls.
The offense fortunate to still have the ball, but also facing a big 3rd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Newton. Now adjusting. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Absolutely perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. He'll bring it out. It's James. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Notre Dame offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure. Breaks into the open. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
On those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Newton. Finds his big tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
He's inside the 15. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Sampson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And it'll be entered. intercepted in the end zone.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They want that clock to run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. He's got it. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.